Imagine you've spent months, maybe even years, planning the most important day of your life, your wedding day. Every detail is carefully chosen: the date, the venue, the guest list. You've poured your heart into making this day unforgettable. But then, she announces it. Your sister, the golden child, the one who's always had the spotlight. She sets her wedding for the exact same day as yours. At first, it's hard to believe. You think it's a mistake, some terrible coincidence. But then you see the look in her eyes, the way she says it. This isn't a mistake, it's deliberate. She knows exactly what she's doing. She's making sure everyone knows she is the one who deserves the attention. And your family? They laugh it off. They think it's funny. Oh, it's no big deal. You'll just have a small wedding, right? But you know better. This isn't funny. This is betrayal. For years, you've been in her shadow. Always second choice. Always overlooked. You were never the one they celebrated. Never the one who got the praise. Your sister's smile was always the brightest. Her achievements always the sweetest. You, invisible. But not this time. This time, things are different. This isn't just about a wedding anymore. This is about taking back control. And the only weapon you have is silence. Silence. The silence that speaks louder than any argument. Louder than any confrontation. The real question is, how far are you willing to go to make sure your day isn't stolen by your sister's desire for the spotlight? The room is filled with laughter, light, and love. But inside, you're suffocating. You watch her, Hannah, the golden child, the one who's always been in the spotlight. She speaks with that smile, effortless, radiant, drawing everyone in. Every word, every laugh is another round of applause from the family. They fawn over her like she's the only one who matters. And you? You sit there, a forced smile on your face, your heart quietly breaking as you watch it unfold. This isn't the first time you've felt this way. No, you've spent your whole life watching her take the attention, watching her bask in the glow while you fade into the background. Your achievements? Overlooked, dismissed, forgotten. When you graduated, it wasn't the grand celebration you had imagined. It was a small acknowledgement, barely even a passing mention. Good job, your dad muttered, distracted by the newspaper. But when Hannah's dance recital came around, the whole house was buzzing. Everyone was there, cheering her on, admiring her, like she was some kind of goddess. It's always been that way. Your moments never measured up to hers. When you excelled, it was nothing. When she did, it was everything. Hannah's smile, Hannah's achievements, Hannah's life. And you? Invisible. Even when you found things you loved, things that made you feel alive, your hobbies, your passions, they didn't shine like hers. You shared your crush on a boy once, in a quiet moment with your mom. You thought maybe this time someone would notice, but she didn't. "That's nice, honey," she said, eyes already elsewhere. A week later, Hannah was dating him. And your mom? "Don't be dramatic," she said. "He just prefers pretty girls." That was the moment you stopped sharing. You stopped expecting. You learned to live in her shadow, to disappear when you needed to. But now, she's doing it again. She's taken your wedding day, your moment, and no one can see it, but you can. You see the way everyone gravitates toward her, the way your parents forget you. You see how they always forget you. You've learned to stay quiet, to let it slide, to keep your head down, but not anymore. Not today. You won't sit here and pretend it doesn't hurt. You won't let her steal your spotlight again. This time, you'll stay silent, but you'll make them hear you. You'll make them understand. On the outside, everything seems calm. Congratulations. Last-minute details. But inside, it's not fine. You smile, you nod, you accept the well wishes from friends and family, but underneath it all, there's a storm brewing. You're not just preparing for a wedding, you're preparing for something more. Every glance, every word, every gesture, they're all part of a larger plan. You don't need to fight with words. Not anymore. You've learned that silence can be a weapon. Every time you open your planner, it's like opening a vault, one that holds the key to your future. Your planner is no longer just a tool for organization. It's your weapon. Every line you write, every detail you organize, it's all part of something bigger. You're not just organizing a wedding, you're organizing the moment that will change everything. Your wedding will not be just another day, it will be the event of the day. As you finalize the plans, you can already feel it, the weight of it all, the satisfaction that comes with knowing that you have control. It's not about getting revenge, it's not about hurting anyone. It's about making sure your day stands as the true celebration. You're not just walking into a wedding, you're stepping into your moment of power. Every choice you make is deliberate, every move calculated. The venue? You've secured a larger hall, the best one. The one that will be talked about long after the day is over. The flowers? Carefully chosen. The best blooms. The ones that will capture the light and fill the room with their fragrance. The catering? Nothing short of perfect. Every bite, every flavor meticulously selected to impress. Your wedding is becoming something more than just a celebration of love. It's a statement, a reflection of everything you've been and everything you've learned. You want your wedding to be remembered for its elegance, for its grandeur. It won't just be a gathering. It will be a moment people talk about for years. You won't let your day be overshadowed. The guest list? Filled with important people, people who matter, people who will see your wedding and understand its significance. And when the day finally arrives, they'll see it. They'll see you. They'll see that you were never meant to be invisible. You were always meant to be in the spotlight. As you sit back, reviewing everything once more, a smile creeps onto your face. You will take the spotlight. You will have the moment that's always been denied to you. It's no longer about the wedding. It's about you. This is the moment you've been waiting for. The quiet rebellion, the silent defiance, all leading to this point. And when the time comes, no one will be able to take it from you. You've already won. The day of the wedding arrives. On the outside, everything seems calm. Congratulations, last-minute details. But inside, it's a storm of anticipation. And as you stand before the mirror, adjusting your dress, you realize you're not nervous anymore. You're ready. Your planner, now a symbol of control, has become your weapon. Every detail, every choice leading to this moment. Your wedding will not be just another day. It will be the event of the day. As you finalize the last few details, you feel it, the weight of it all, the satisfaction of knowing you've taken control. As the ceremony begins, your family starts to trickle into the ballroom. The shift happens. They walk into the wrong room, yours. The realization hits, the awkwardness, palpable. Your wedding, once meant to be overlooked, is now the moment everyone is talking about. Your parents are quietly ushered out. You stand tall, unshaken, watching the power shift in real time. Your wedding, the one you've carefully planned in silence, is now the spotlight. You've won. The aftermath unfolds slowly, like the final notes of a song lingering in the air. It's all happening so quietly, so efficiently, like they're being swept out without a scene. The tension is palpable, but there's no shouting, no confrontation, just the soft, subtle removal of those who've been in the way for so long. But this isn't about them anymore. You stand in the center of the room, the people who truly matter surrounding you. There's a sense of power in this moment, in the realization that this day, this moment is yours. The laughter, the clinking of glasses, the music. It all feels like a dream you've been waiting to wake up from. But this is no dream, it's your reality. And with that realization comes a quiet, powerful strength. One that has been building for so long and now finally shines through. The room is full, yes, but it's different now. People are talking, sure, but not just about the event, about you. For the first time, you feel seen. Not because of loud gestures, but because of the quiet power you've held all along. People are noticing you. The one who's always been in the background, the one who has finally come into the light. Your gaze lands on Hannah. She's still trying to regain her composure, her smile tight and forced, the mask of confidence slipping, but the damage is done. As she watches you, you realize that this victory isn't just yours. It's the triumph of everything you've quietly endured, all the moments where you were overlooked, invisible. You are seen now, and this time, you won't be ignored. Your wedding wasn't just an event, it was a statement. And you made it loud, not with words, but with action. This is the moment you've always deserved. The moment where silence no longer hides you, but defines you. The day comes to a close, and the room is filled with a quiet that feels like a victory. Slowly, it settles in. The laughter has softened, the music has slowed, and the guests are leaving, but there's a sense that the world has changed. A brief pause. You can feel it. The weight of everything that just happened. The quiet victory, the shift in power, is unmistakable. Everything that was once out of reach, the power, the recognition, the control, is now yours. A slight pause, and as you stand there, watching the last few guests leave, a calm settles over you. A calm that feels different, almost like a deep, meditative breath. It's not just relief, it's empowerment. It wasn't a loud victory. There were no grand speeches, no public confrontations. A pause. But the quiet of the night feels like the loudest triumph of all. You look around the ballroom, seeing it in a way you've never seen before. A slight pause. The space that once felt like a battleground is now your kingdom. You built it. You reclaimed it. Each phrase slows down, giving weight to the realization that this is where you truly belong. As your family begins to gather their things, you overhear their murmurs. They don't know what happened, but they feel it. The weight of the silence. The power shift. A slight pause. They can feel it, even if they don't fully understand it. It's not about revenge, it's about respect. Emphasize respect, letting it sink in. About finally standing in the light and knowing that no one can push you back into the shadows. A brief pause after the light to let that realization land fully. You glance at your wedding planner once more. The pages full of meticulous details and precise plans are more than just a list now. A slight pause. They represent everything you've endured, everything you fought for. Every decision, every small act of control has brought you here, to this moment. And as you walk out of the ballroom, the sound of the door closing behind you is a quiet declaration. You've arrived. As the final moments of the night unfold, you stand in the stillness, reflecting on everything that's happened. The room is now empty, the last traces of the evening fading into memory. A slight pause. The laughter, the voices, the celebration, it's all gone. And now there is only the quiet. Your family is gone. The guests have left, but the silence remains. A pause. And in this silence, you realize that it's no longer empty. It is your silence. In this silence, there's no need for applause or recognition. You don't need their validation anymore. A slight pause before any more. The peace you feel comes from within, a deep sense of knowing that you finally claimed what was always yours. A pause. The weight of everything you fought for, the quiet endurance, the subtle strength, is yours now. This victory was never about their approval. It was always about you. The quiet hum of the city outside fills the space, but your mind is calm. A pause. The wedding planner sits on the table, its pages now full of meaning. A slight pause before full of meaning. Each mark, each name, each detail you carefully selected tells the story of your journey. A pause. Not just a wedding, but a story of power, patience, and quiet rebellion. This planner, once a tool for organizing, is now the symbol of your transformation. In the quiet, you understand it wasn't just the ceremony that was important. It was the silence you held within yourself. The silence that wasn't absence, but power. Pause before power. It was never about the noise of the world around you. It was about the quiet strength you carried all along. A brief pause. And now, in this silence, you've found your true voice. You pick up the planner, the pages still crisp, still full of everything you've worked for. A slight pause before worked for. The wedding is over, but something else has begun. A pause. You've closed that chapter, and as you walk toward the door, you know that what comes next will be different. The quiet of the world beyond is waiting for you. You step out into the night, into the quiet of the world beyond. A pause. And for the first time, You know that no matter where you go from here, you will carry this silence with you. The silence that no one can take away. A brief pause before no one can take away. It is yours, and it defines you.